Good morning and welcome to day 50 of the Namparang Trail. Yesterday it was alright, there was nothing special about the day, it was alright. But my legs were feeling weird, stiff, very stiff, both of them. So I happened to be going through a town at a right time, so stayed in a motel. Having a very early start today. It's just after 6, so I was naturally awake, didn't need my alarm. There you go. The sun. Yeah, the forecast is to rain, and one forecast has it starting from 12 and one has it starting from 3, so I thought I'd get an early start, get as much walking done before it starts raining. It rains all night, but then it's meant to be fine for tomorrow, so it's meant to be a signpost somewhere here. I think it's been taken away because they're doing fixing up the paths. The next course is course 12 and it is 18 kilometres and it has a grade of medium, and then the following course is 16 kilometres. Once again it has a grade of medium, and it looks like following the coastline for quite a bit, like the last few days, following the coastline, little bits inland and then back to the coastline, right? So hopefully it'll be a nice day and the rain will hold off as long as possible. Ooh, that's spiky, don't lean on the light post. Quite a lot of the restaurants were shut last night as a result of that holiday yesterday. I did manage to find a Chinese shop, so I had a sweet and sour pork. Very good. Steering about to take a photo of the river, and you just managed to see the marker. Right. So that was the town I went through and stayed. Right, bridge up ahead, crossing the river. Oh wow, across the river there is a lady in shorts and a t-shirt. Wow, that's the first time I've seen that. Usually the ladies are always in trousers. Even I've seen a few ladies out jogging, they're still in trousers. Going over the pedestrian bridge, and then there's another bridge just there as well. 20 past 6. I'm amazed how many people are out and about exercising. Whee! Get to shortcut around the bay. See the seawall I went over yesterday? I think that's a glamp around. Glamping up there. Sun through the clouds, and there's the ship. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. Maybe I should get up this early more often. That's where I looked across the water and thought, oh, that might be good for camping. It's cliffs, you can't get up there. That's the end of the boardwalk, and also leaving the water now. Heading inland. Oh, that's cute. Dinosaur World Expo. Alright. Still on the footpath. Big wide road as well. My legs are still really stiff, both of them. Stopping and stretching, but I thought I had my trail legs. I'm assuming this is from the World Dino Expo. The booth has got a little dino on it, but that's the second one, and then there's another one over there, third one. That's a little parking lot. Must have had a lot of people for the expo. And a fourth car park. Don't think the camera shows it. There's a huge, here we go, massive dinosaur. Back beside the sea. I'm on this road, just following the coastline for quite a while. Now you can see more dinosaur footprints. Not the way I'm going, staying on the main road. Just a quick up and over, back down to the water. It's a pretty underpass. All the vines hanging down from it. Good. Here you got a little update sign. So following the coast all the way along on the road up to there and back down at sea level. Strange little section juts out and then comes straight back up in again. These look like accommodations. Boat out and stay the night. These cute little sculptures. Just a little bailing out required. It's another of those little accommodation platforms. Just going through a village. Looks very touristy. Lots of cafes and restaurants for such a tiny little village. It's a pretty coloured one. Continuing around, the end of the course is at the end of the bay there, and then along the coast as far as you can see. Today I've actually achieved in a 10x10 the mile version. So I'm at 17 kilometres and it's 9:45 still, so there you go, proper 10x10. And 1.1k to the end of the course. I've been keeping the pace pretty gentle today, wondering if maybe I've been walking too fast lately. We'll see, but stopping and stretching a lot. Alright, this is course changeover at the intersection just up here. That is the end of the section 12. So course 11, once again it's all pretty much most on the coast, though a little bit going over, but it's sticking to the road. And it is 16 kilometres, estimated time of 5.5 hours, rated medium, which I'm not sure why. Yeah, the one I've just done was medium and it was on roads and there was no big hills, so yeah, not sure why. But anyway, along the coast for another 16 kilometres. Something I haven't seen much in New Zealand which I like, which is the roof opening, or the opening of the cargo compartment for the trucks. That's quite a good idea. You're back to factory areas. Wow. It's amazing, the road's right here, right next to the factory, no fencing off or anything. There's a red dust. Really dusty. Right, leaving the factory behind. Good thing is this road is a lot smaller and quieter than the road I was on for the first section. While the first section the road wasn't too busy, there was traffic coming and it was a two-way, whereas this one looks like I'm not going to see very many cars at all. So we've got a little steep climb up and over, just a little hill, back down again and round to a little village. Don't remember seeing these. Up and over another hill, another fishing village. Bigger town along here. We're doing a big out around the harbour and then back out other side. Along that road, just looking at that sign, and I saw the ribbon and the arrow is fully covered by the trees, so I didn't see an arrow. But I did see the ribbon. Ooh, we're on a walkway. Seen them in the cities, but there's one here as well. There's just public Wi-Fi spots. And stand here, check the internet. Right. It's look like computer games. The guns ready to go. Air blowing. Well, someone sponsored this, right? These tracks belong to dinosaurs. Oh, so apparently there's some tracks around here. So I didn't say where, but somewhere around here are footprints, but I don't know where. Maybe I'll see it further on. Right, anyway, we're heading away from the water. Oh, looks like we're going to be up on the seawall going around to the city. Almost full panorama. And that's the coast I'm going to continue to follow. Right, across the bridge and along the edge beside the city. Nope, we don't go over the bridge. We keep going up this way. I guess we're going over this next bridge. It's annoying, my right knee is twinging again. Alright, get across onto that road and then through the city. We're in a different province now. I'm not quite sure what those are meant to be. We're in Jiangwan Sea province. Interesting. Alright. Some artwork. This is Gallery Cafe here. Alright. Woohoo! 77k to Busan. Unfortunately, I have 170 kilometres to Busan. We don't take the direct route. No footpath, but it is wide on the side of the road. Ooh, fish truck. Heading through the city now. One of the things that I always find very different between Korean and more Western cities is the signs. The signs are all very plain. It's just the text. There's no background or logos or colour schemes. It's just text, and there's not a lot of difference in the font used as well. So sort of from a distance, there's no instant recognition of things. Look interesting. I'll have to try them at some stage. More market down there. Right, said burger for lunch, topped up, got some electrolyte drink. I was thinking maybe that might help the stiffness in my legs. Tree over there has got berries. These are the berries here. Oh, they're quite nice. I didn't pick the berries, the lady that was there handed me a few berries. Number one, I wouldn't know if they're poisonous or not. Number two, it's someone's tree, so I wouldn't do that. Okay, so I'm guessing this city is Jingdong and Changwon is the province. That's quite clever. When you first look at it, you don't see anything, and then you see the faces. Alright, along the waterfront now. Oh, those clouds. They're starting to get a bit greyer. I'm going that way. Keeping away from the clouds. Look at that. That looks like open ocean. Seems like ages since I've seen open ocean. Just been looking at islands and land. It's the province mascots. I think that one, I think the orange one is that funny seafoody thing, which I haven't tried yet. I'm not sure what the other one is. Like a golf driving range. Gwangham Beach. This is the beach. Normal people up and down in the water. Heading away from the ocean again. Just for a short time. Right, on a slightly bigger road and 6.1 kilometres to go for this course. And dropping back down to the ocean. Looks like we're not dropping all the way down. Looks like we're climbing back up again. The hills today though, they've just been little short ones. I'm actually not minding the hills at all. It's nice in the trees. It's going along the side of the hill. We're on a gravel road now. Just a little climb, but now back along the sides for a bit and dropping. It's good. It's actually a decent length. It's not just an up and over to the next village. We're actually going long for quite a bit. Get dizzy looking at those reflective ribbons for too long. Oh, we're on single track. It's like single track now. Cool. Through past some gravestones and now a hard turn. Thankfully I was looking that way and saw that. There's nothing that way to say, don't go that way anymore. Anyway, going this way. On a very old overgrown road. And back down to sea level. We're not going around the coast, we're going to be going inland. I think we're just heading up to see the road up there. I think we're going to climb over via the road. It's an ant trail. But teeny little weeny ants. Someone's decided to claim the road as their backyard. How rude. Heading up the little path, zigzagging through the buildings. That's the main road up there, you can see the signpost. Sounded like a deer up there. but I didn't see it. Alright, 2.5k to go up the hill. This is the tomb of General J. Male, who led the loyal civilian troops during the Japanese invasion 1952 to 1592 to 1598. He was born around here, and he passed the military examination, and he recruited soldiers to fight against the Japanese troops. He was known as the Flying General, and the Japanese were trying to find him. At the time, he was comparable to Admiral Yi Sun Sin on the sea, and he was the equivalent on the land. Gonna have a look up here, see what it looks like. The Admiral has numerous statues and that after him, and the General gets a tomb which has not been maintained. Alright. So the tomb of a very impressive general. At least there's a nice view for him. Alright, course 11 is complete. It was around the coast. And now course 10 is 15.9 kilometres. Estimated time is 6 hours and rating difficult because I think that is track in here. Should be fun. There's a maritime filming location. It's pretty generic. Course change. It's not really in a major place. You'd think it'd be in a city or something. It's in this little town. It didn't even have a shop, just some houses. A lot of yelling going on all past, basically. Some people parked their truck somewhere that the guy whose house they parked outside doesn't want them to park there anymore. But there's heaps of room outside the house, and they're tucked right away. But they're all getting very agitated now. I just very quietly walked through the middle and continued on. They're just climbing up to the main road now. Did notice on the map some of the sections were marked as dangerous. I think it's where we're on the main road, going around all the tight corners, and maybe the road's a bit narrower than what we've been on. I still hear the yelling. Up on the main road, still climbing. It's a good size hill. I think that's the top just up there. Ooh, climbing. Yep, this is the summit of this one, and dropping down. Big temple complex. There's a golf range. You've got two levels of golfers. And you can see the golf balls rolling down the nets. It's like the rain has started over there. Oh no. The little boxes you can plug in your things like pumps. The guy just plugged in a pump back there. Came through a pretty traditional village and fields and everything, and then suddenly you've got this. I wonder if having everything in English is trying to get a certain type of clientele, those that are educated overseas or have learned English. Do they assume they have more money? Not sure what that's about. Looks tempting, but I shall continue. Another large building, fancy cafe underneath. Alright, straight ahead. Guy that walked past, he had both the Namparang and the Namparang ribbons on his pack. They didn't seem interested in stopping and talking, which is fine. And on some footpath, we're going through a town but look quite small. There's a lot of build up to it, so maybe it's bigger than I expected. 28.6k. So if I see a motel, I'm stopping. That was 38.6, not 28.6. That was a short footpath, 150 metres. No motel. This is a sleepy little village. Right, leaving the little town. There's a campground in there, very exposed and open. just hit 40k, so pretty much the first available campsite I see, I'm taking. I want to race against the rain starting. I thought it was about to rain, the wind really picked up and then it eased off again, so so far I've been lucky. I don't know how long my luck will hold out. Right, off the main road and start to head up. Maybe now I can find somewhere. I saw shelter symbols on my map and I just assumed it was going to be a trail, but it's not. So the first shelter is in 600 metres, so I might as well push on, see what the shelter's like. It'll be a probably pagoda style because it's too steep either side for camping. I keep pushing on. Little map. However, we're going this way. I'm here. So I'm continuing along the mountain before dropping down. That's just too far. Currently at 42.4k. So I might just leave it here. I might just set my tent up here. Nah, that shelter's really, really windy. There's a guy there wondering what I was doing. There's another shelter in 1 kilometre, so I'll try for that one. There's civilization way down there. Oh, take a track all the way down. Oh, here is the shelter. Oh, there's people here as well. Seems a lot more sheltered in here. It's raining. I've actually got street lights on this road, so I've got a little bit of light, but it's not too bad. It's not shining into the tent. But yes, it's raining, so I'm very happy to be under my little shelter. There's almost no wind, so nothing is getting under the shelter.